Ah, Romeo and Juliet, the classic tale of star-crossed lovers who just can't seem to catch a break. It's a story that has been told and retold for centuries, but let's be real, it's not all it's cracked up to be. So, without further ado, let's dive into this tragedy and see what all the fuss is about. Act 1. We start in Verona, where Romeo is moping around because he's in love with a woman named Rosaline, who has taken a vow of chastity and wants nothing to do with him. So, what does Romeo do? He crashes a party thrown by the Capulet family in hopes of seeing Rosaline. Because that's totally normal behavior. Of course, Romeo doesn't find Rosaline at the party. Instead, he lays eyes on Juliet, the daughter of the Capulet family, and it's love at first sight. Because that's definitely a thing that happens. Romeo forgets all about Rosaline and decides that Juliet is the one for him. Because he's clearly a man of sound judgment. Act 2. Romeo and Juliet decide to get married, because nothing sells true love like a whirlwind romance. They enlist the help of Friar Lawrence, who agrees to marry them in secret. Because that's what every responsible adult does when two teenagers ask them to get married after knowing each other for a day. Meanwhile, Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, gets wind of Romeo crashing the Capulet party and challenges him to a duel. Mercutio, Romeo's friend, steps in and gets killed by Tybalt. Romeo, in a fit of rage, kills Tybalt. Because apparently, murder is the solution to everything. Act 3. Romeo is banished from Verona for killing Tybalt. Juliet is understandably upset, but she decides to stand by Romeo. Her father, who has no idea she's married to Romeo, decides to marry her off to Paris, a wealthy and eligible bachelor. Juliet, being the strong and independent woman that she is, decides to take matters into her own hands. She turns to Friar Lawrence for help, and he gives her a potion that will make her appear dead for 42 hours. Because that's the completely rational plan, right? Juliet takes the potion, and everyone thinks she's dead, including Romeo. Act 4. Romeo, believing that Juliet is dead, decides to kill himself. He heads to the Capulet tomb, where he encounters Paris. Because apparently, everyone just hangs out in the Capulet tomb. Romeo kills Paris, then drinks poison and dies. Juliet wakes up from her coma and finds Romeo dead next to her. She decides to kill herself because life without Romeo isn't worth living. Act 5. The Montagues and Capulets finally put aside their differences and realize that their feud has caused nothing but pain and suffering. because apparently, it takes the deaths of two teenagers to bring people together. The end. So, there you have it, the tragic tale of Romeo and Juliet. It's a story of young love, rash decisions, and senseless violence. But hey, at least we got a few good quotes out of it, right?